Hey guys, welcome back. Want to show you guys this. It finally came in. It had a little bit of delay in shipping. It got lost for a bit or something. I don't know, but it finally came in. So we got the sleeve. We're going to show some closer up pictures of it as well. We think it looks really great. We're really happy with it. It holds them in pretty sturdy in our opinion. When I first lined it up, I was like, uh-oh. But no, it easily squeezes right in and holds them good and snug. We're very happy with this. I know we said in our last video, our last update, that as soon as we got this in and if we liked it, we'd be good to go. Unfortunately, there is going to be one more delay. So, we have made it very clear with every manufacturer we've talked to from the very beginning, long before Gameland, that our game uses magnets, that all the pieces are supposed to have magnets in them, and that sometimes these pieces stand on top of each other. So we knew from prototyping, just in our testing beforehand, that if the magnets are not all going the same way, they repulse each other. If I try and put a meeple on top of a crate and the magnet's not going the same direction, it throws it off. So we started getting our quotes to these companies saying, is it possible to make sure they all go the same direction? Because if it wasn't possible with one company but was with another, then that might influence our decision. Everyone assured us it's something they could figure out. We mentioned it several times throughout the whole process. We'd mention it again. Hey, by the way, remember this needs to happen. When we got this sample in, we didn't mention it in the last one, but we noticed some of the magnets were going different directions. We had some meeples that couldn't stand on some of the other things because of the magnets. So we mentioned it to them real quick. We were like, "Hey, was this just a mistake, or is that going to be, something that's going to happen in the final product?" And they tried to say they didn't know what we were talking about. We very quickly produced evidence of a recent email to this current rep. We thought maybe it just, hadn't been told to this rep, but no, we had told this rep specifically the same thing we told several other reps, that those magnets need to go the same direction if possible, because they have to stand on each other. Thankfully, they quickly accepted the case. They apologized and said they would work to fix it. That's what we've been spending this week mostly doing, is going back and forth with them, trying to figure out how to fix it. They presented us with a few options that we did not feel were satisfactory at all. So what we ended up asking them to do is to just reorient them. They were trying to do what was probably nice in their book and get ahead of everything. And even though we hadn't officially told them go because we hadn't got this in yet, the sleeve, it sounds as though they were already making everything, and it sounds as though they may have already got pretty much all of it made. At least all of this stuff with magnets, because the option we had to go with was they now have to pull out all the magnets and reorient them so they're going the same direction. They said that will add probably about 20 to 25 days onto the process, which super sucks, and I hate it, and I was so ready to tell you guys, look, it looks so good, we're so happy, let's start it and then get it on that boat. But we feel the magnets are a very important part of this game. They tried to give us an option where we didn't use magnets and just the meeples, but that would mean they wouldn't stick to the tin ever, and that really goes against, a lot of the design of this game. Also, that would just mean wouldn't be much point of having anything in them, because they're like, oh, they'll kind of stick to the crates and teleportation circles when they're on them, but what's the point of that? You're not on those that frequently for us to need you to stick to those. We just need you to not be thrown off of them. And the other option is just to let it go wild. And I don't want to do it to you guys. I don't want to make you guys have to, every time you try and put a meeple on something that's going the wrong way and it gets flung off into Timbuktu, you have to grab it and lay it on its side or something like that. If that ends up happening just for quality reasons, a few of them, I can live with that. But I can't have everyone playing this game having to regularly lay meeples on their side so they don't get thrown off. So we feel the only option was to ask them to reorient the magnets, as we had asked them from the very beginning. We are very sorry. We really hope you guys understand why we made this decision. And I said, as much as we hate it, at the same time, what's another 20 days, I guess, at this point. At this point, I would much rather, even early on, I would rather take the time to give you guys the quality game that we want to give you, that we had envisioned from the beginning, instead of just throwing it out. Again, I hope you guys understand. We're very sorry about this. Please let us know your feelings about it, and we'll check back in with you as soon as we hear anything else. At this point, they should be starting the process of fixing those magnets and finishing any other printing, although it kind of sounds like they might have already finished the rest of the printing. We'll double check with them. Hopefully, here in a few weeks, I can tell you guys that it's on a boat and it's coming our way. We appreciate you guys so much. We know it's frustrating. I promise you, there's no one as frustrated with this whole situation as us. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time.